welcome everyone. You're watching a very special edition of License to Thrill Season 7 from our super studio here at our headquarters. I'm Shivani Gupta. Joining me on the show is former India captain Saurav Ganguly and former India cricketer Nikhil Chopra, both of whom will take us through this mega clash that we're expecting in the IPL tonight. Just the second game and the build-up is already reaching fever pitch. Delhi boys take on Bangalore boys tonight. Will Virat Kohli rule the roost in a season where he and his team are tipped to be the title holders? Or will Delhi rise up from the ashes after a brand new team and brand new auctions? All that and more we'll discuss in the next half hour. But first, let's set this clash up for you. What all do we have in store? Chris Gayle, the 175 not-out man, Virat Kohli, the future captain of the Indian team, and Dinesh Karthik, who will be standing in for Kevin Pietersen, the England discard, in the second match of the IPL. The fact that Kevin Pietersen is not playing tonight makes Bangalore perhaps the firm favourite starting out in this matchup. That's the big matchup that we're building up to at 8 p.m. in Sharjah. But what's also important to note are the changes in these two teams. Of course, Virat Kohli feels he's very confident of actually getting to the title this time around. They have Chris Gayle, AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli himself, and that big man, Yuvraj Singh, the 14 crore signing this season in the IPL. On the other hand, Delhi are missing perhaps their biggest player, Kevin Pietersen, also their captain in the match tonight. How much will that impact them? Or will Dinesh Karthik make sure that he can get them past this explosive batting lineup of the Bangalore Royal Challengers team? Let me just quickly go across to Saurav Ganguly and take his initial comment on this matchup tonight. Dada, whom do you think is going to be favourites in this clash? The fact that Pietersen is out due to injury, does that give Bangalore a massive, massive advantage?
Yeah, I think Kevin Pietersen is a big factor for Delhi. His missing out the game will be a big hole in the Delhi batting order. But see, in T20 format, anybody can win. But when you look at the RCB side, they've got a powerhouse of batting. Chris Gayle, Virat Kohli, Yuvraj Singh, AB de Villiers, they're all match winners. Any one of them fire and they'll take the game away from the opposition. You know, Virat Kohli has been in amazing form. He's the captain, so he will be the focus of this RCB team. But it's a very, very good side. RCB are probably stronger on paper with the enormous batting lineup they have. They've balanced their bowling attack as well, so they are a decent side. I'll be really keen to see whether the great Muralidharan plays today in Sharjah. But if on paper, as I said, RCB look a better side, a stronger side, but then anything can happen on that particular day. Delhi has got some good players. Quinton de Kock, I'll be keen to look up to him. I know Kevin Pietersen's not playing. You've got Murali Vijay, you've got Ross Taylor, who was in terrific form in the T20 World Cup. So Delhi has some good players as well. What it takes in T20 matches is one batsman taking the game away from you, and you don't need 6 or 7 of them to fire. So I think it's going to be a good contest.
Absolutely. You mentioned RCB perhaps being stronger on paper. Let's just take a look at this new look side. Of course, Yuvraj Singh being the big addition in their team this year around. Virat Kohli said before the season that nothing can stop us from going all the way. I'm sure we'll come out with flying colours. That's how confident this man is, and many are saying this could be RCB's season. Take a look at RCB's team lineup this year.
On paper, Bangalore have assembled the best squad possible for this edition of the Indian Premier League. Firstly, Vijay Mallya's side can boast of having some of the best batsmen in the business at their disposal. Chris Gayle needs no introduction, while Virat Kohli is in good form, winning the player of the tournament at the World T20s. And then there is the awesome AB de Villiers, who is a match winner. But all eyes will be on this man. He has not been in the best of forms of late, but Yuvraj Singh is all ready to explode. And UV will be joined by one of the best all-rounders, Albie Morkel, who was also bought in this auction. UV was the most expensive player in the history of IPL auctions, with RCB splashing whopping 14 crore rupees. Albie meanwhile was bought for 2.4 crore rupees. The bowling department has been the Achilles heel for Bangalore, but they are out to set it right this time. Legendary off-spinner Muthaiya Muralidharan is back to the fold, while they have also signed pace trio of Mitchell Starc, Ravi Rampal and Ashok Dinda. But there is a worry for the Red Brigade. The abundance of foreign talent will give selection dilemma to skipper Virat Kohli. So the stage is set. If two-time finalist Bangalore ever had a chance to win the IPL title, then this is the year. And the challenge begins on April 17th when they take on Delhi Daredevils. Sports Bureau headlines today.
Absolutely. Many saying this could be their season. After all, they've had one of the most brilliant batting lineups for the last seasons as well, but always falling short. Will the addition of Yuvraj Singh be that catalyst? Let me go across to Nikhil Chopra on this. Nikhil, will the entry of Yuvraj Singh finally propel them to the title? Could this be RCB's year finally?
Well, to be honest, it's a little too early to try and predict because the season just started. They're looking to play their first game. You need a little bit of momentum. But in terms of paper, the kind of side RCB's got, phenomenal. You know, you talk about their batting strength, you talk about the bowling strength, the balance and their entire 11. It's phenomenal. And that catalyst that you're talking about for Yuvraj Singh in that middle order, I guess they needed one of those big match finishers
But he's
batting
out
at
of form.
4. I know, but you know, you got 14 games to go for the season, and hopefully, you know, with UV, he's done well in the domestic season. It was unfortunate that one innings in the final, in the T20 finals. But UV is one of those players, you know, once he gets those 20s, 30s, he gets a little bit of rhythm going for himself. He will win you games single-handedly. Batting at number 4, I hope he does it bat at number 4 or number 5. If he gets an opportunity to bat for about 25, 30 odd deliveries in every single game, I think he can run away with the game. And they've got a phenomenal batting lineup. You know, it's a nightmare for the bowling side from the opposition side trying to figure out the top 4.
In fact, since you mentioned the bowling side, Delhi would fancy their chances because many would say that they have a pretty good bowling attack. As usual, lots of pacers to choose from. Let's take a look at this Delhi side as well. Ready to rumble in IPL Season 7. After completely revamping their side, they took the auctions this year by storm, spending big bucks on Kevin Pietersen and Dinesh Karthik. Take a look at the Delhi side.
Short, down the leg side.
Delhi Daredevils, only the name is same in a new look team.
Nonchalantly played from Virender Sehwag.
The Devils have completely revamped their side, retaining none of their previous players.
Look at that.
And to get the new look team up and running, the owners have appointed a winner, Gary Kirsten, as coach. The Daredevils showed massive signal of intent with blockbuster signings of Kevin Pietersen and Dinesh Karthik. The big money buys have put Delhi back in the reckoning for the title. While KP will garner all the limelight, the other batting stars look more than efficient too. Murali Vijay, JP Dumini, Ross Taylor and Saurav Tiwari form a formidable batting lineup. Daredevils have also invested smartly on a number of good Indian stars. Vijay, Manoj Tiwari, Mohammad Shami and Lakshmi Ratan Shukla will ease their Indian players' quota dilemma. They may have the batting firepower, but the question is if they have the bowling might too. Mohammad Shami will be spearheading bowling along with Wayne Parnell, while Australian pacer Colton Nile is the third option. Rahul Sharma and Shahbaz Nadeem will look to spin a web around the opposition batsmen. But will this lineup be enough? Daredevils have given a thumbs up to the exuberance of youth over experience, which could backfire. All will depend on their two big names, KP and DK. Can they turn Delhi's fortunes around? Sports Bureau headlines today.
Can this team, the Delhi team, after the exit of Virender Sehwag, the incoming of Kevin Pietersen, can it rise from its ashes? Dada, they finished last year as well, which was their second wooden spoon in 6 seasons. Delhi somehow never managed to realize their potential in the IPL. What do you feel about this team this time around? Do they have the overall balance to challenge the top teams in the league?
Yeah, they're okay. They're not weak. They're not strong. I think they are an average side. I don't know whether they have got the firepower to beat the best, But I'm sure, as I said, in T20 format, anything is possible. They can win, but whether they have the entire team to get through the top, we'll have to wait and see. I thought they were a stronger side in the past, and they haven't won. But the advantage for them is they've got Gary Kirsten at the top, who will bring calmness to this team. Kevin Peterson will be keen to make a mark for himself, keen to show the world that he's still good enough after what's happened in England. And they've got some players who can win games for them. Ross Taylor, JP Duminy has been in fantastic form in the T20 World Cup. So they have got some players. Their weakness is Indian players. Manoj Tiwari will be key for them. They have bits and pieces of players, but KP or rather Kevin Peterson is the one who looks like the biggest match winner for them. So their success, their progress in this tournament will depend on how Kevin Peterson plays, and we'll have to wait and see because it's a long tournament.
Yes, it is a long tournament, and the bad news for Delhi Daredevils is that Kevin Peterson could be out of their second game as well. But it's the good news is that it's just the start of the season, and hopefully they can recover when this man finally can take to the field. Consensus here is Bangalore, with all the firepower and the star might that they have, perhaps favourites, or rather strong favourites in this matchup against Delhi. But you never know. It's a brand new season, fresh players on both sides.